Hey guys, so today I got a different video for you. This is my beautiful wife Jacqueline, and it's been requested that she kind of makes a video, talking about her camera collection and kind of showing it off today, and we thought we'd do that today.
Hey everybody, I'm Jacqueline, John Boy's wife. I've been asked to make the video. Mr. Larry, this video is for you. I really enjoy collecting vintage cameras. I have lots of them. I can't remember how many I counted.
I think you got like 152.
Something like that, yeah, 152. But yeah, that's...
So why don't you just kind of tell them like what got you into collecting cameras?
When I was younger, my grandfather, my papa, he owned a junk store. And when I was younger, they would be hanging up in the rafters, and I just always really liked them. And as I got older, I was really into photography, and it just kind of spiraled from there.
Okay, and so if we can, why don't we start over here in the corner, and I'll just kind of pan while she maybe talks a little bit about what you see.
So all my cameras are film cameras. Most of them are 35 millimeter cameras, and then there's a few that are 127. And then I have some 8 millimeter movie cameras. I have lots of accessories, box cameras, and they vary from years. I mean, there's some that are very old, from the 1800s up until the early 90s. That's kind of when, film kind of went away. Those up top are the movie cameras.
There's our movie cameras up there. And then, so, like, what are these cameras, like, as we're moving down here?
They're just your regular. I just collected them because I liked the way they looked, pretty much. And these are all 35 millimeter cameras.
And like I said, she's got, I think we counted at like 152 cameras in her collection. That's amazing.
The Canon and the Nikons are my favorite of those.
So the Canon and the Nikons here.
This one, and this one I got as a birthday gift for my 16th birthday. I carried it everywhere with me.
See, she got all these down here also, which is really cool. How long would you say you've been collecting? Any idea?
It really didn't start until, I guess, until we started really collecting different kinds of stuff. I mean, I always enjoyed the ones, my grandmother gave me some after my grandfather passed, so I guess then. So he passed in 2006. So I'd say probably 2007, 2008, she gave me a few.
So, me and Jacqueline, we actually kind of, our collections grew over the years together. We've always been supportive of each other's hobby and everything, and that's really a good thing, to have a sidekick, somebody to, that can get excited with you when you find new additions to your collections and just support you and everything along the way. So what are these up here we're looking at?
These are movie film cameras. This is a graphic camera. This is like what press would use. It's got some different backs and stuff that come with it. It was in a box that I found for 20 bucks. So it was really good steal. The tall one back there is just for looks. It's not a real camera.
Just kind of some oddball
just
things.
Odd stuff that I thought looked cool. Kind of. So I picked a lot of that up.
So where do you get most of your cameras from?
Mostly from antique stores. I've actually scored a few at yard sales. People just trying to get rid of stuff they found in their attic. So you sometimes can score pretty big on that. A handful of them came from my grandfather's junk store before my grandmother passed. So I have some of them from there, but majority of them come from antique stores.
We're all about some antique stores, I'm telling you. Yeah, you name it.
Not a whole lot, but...
So if we can, why don't we open up your display cabinet and show them all these in here. These are her babies, is that right?
Yeah, these are the ones I like the most. I really like pocket cameras. So there's a variety of them. Most of them are Kodak, but there's a bunch of random ones that just kind of stood out to me that are really neat looking.
So out of your whole camera collection, what would you say are your favorites? Like, do you have a favorite camera, or do you just have a favorite style or look?
I mean, my favorite cameras are just the pocket cameras. I couldn't really tell you which ones are my favorite in here, because they're all different in some way.
I tell you, here lately, she's really gotten into collecting these different, these colored ones, which
Yeah.
most of these here are like a maroon or like a reddish burgundy type color. The bellows are, I should say. But I'm telling you, her collection is amazing. And I'm not being biased because she's my wife and she's beautiful, but she's got a really great camera collection.
I've really gotten into the colored pocket Kodak cameras. They're called rainbow vest pocket cameras. They made those to kind of gear towards women. So they're brightly colored. It's kind of interesting.
What about these little guys right here across the front here?
Those are just little spy cameras. They are actual cameras. You can find film for them, which this little one here, I scored some film with that one. Not that it would be any good because you got to keep it refrigerated or it goes bad. So, but yeah, I really like the pocket cameras. Those are really interesting. The different faces and stuff on them. Kind of, I don't know. They're just interesting. And they're the older ones too. A lot of those date back to the 1800s.
I'll tell you, she's got some really awesome cameras in here, and it's real important that you kind of study up just if you're going to start collecting anything, just so you know what to look for in different things, because honestly, a lot of these to me look like the same thing, but I mean, she knows the different models and styles and makers and everything, so it's real important to definitely do your homework and study and learn up on the different things you want to start collecting. You can never know it all, no matter what hobby you might have, but it's just real important just to definitely gain knowledge along the way. But really, really awesome collection.
Those are just double lensed cameras. I just like the way they look. Those are a little more pricier to find, so.
And I'm going to step back here and show you. Let me close the doors again. And this wooden display cabinet here, we actually scored this on Facebook Marketplace. This big wooden one right here in the middle was $100. And I mean, it was probably $1,000 brand new. We did buy the legs and put them on there, but I mean, we got an awesome deal on this. It does have lights. We're trying to work with different light bulbs for different lighting and stuff. And as you see, I didn't have it turned on then, but hopefully we can get that looking real good for her. But let's take a look at these over here. So what are we looking at on this shelf?
Just a bunch of random, again, some pocket cameras. There's one that's a a video camera up there that someone gave to me. And then you got your box cameras. Those are older. That's some more pocket cameras.
I'm telling you, she loves these pocket cameras. They're really, really cool, for real.
And then just some brownie cameras, which are double lens.
And for those of you guys that know, of course, I like the military stuff. And, a lot of some of these cameras, a lot of them were used during the war, in World War II, and maybe different wars after Korea, Vietnam, and everything. So it'd be kind of cool to be able to maybe do an impression one day of being a photographer, military photographer, for the press or something. I know I like this one here a lot. You'll definitely see that in a lot of old military photos and stuff. That camera, like I said, used by the press and stuff. But she's got a really awesome collection. It's super, super cool. And do you have any advice to maybe people just kind of getting into collecting cameras or photography or anything? I mean, what would you say to them?
Just on the internet, you can find everything. There's actually a website that I've used a few times. It's called Collector Bin, and people will just post about different cameras that they have, and you can kind of judge how much they cost, if they have enough information on them, of course. But that's something that I kind of, if I can't find anything on the camera, like if I want to know what model it is or something, and I can't find that website, it kind of gears you in the right direction there. There's books out there. There's other collectors that will be happy to tell you anything you need to know. So yeah, that's just kind of how I did it.
And so other than cameras, why don't you tell them what else you like to collect? They might have kind of seen glimpses here and there, but
I really enjoy collecting old quilts, handmade quilts. My grandmother, that's something that she did with my mom and her sisters when they were younger. And there are a few in here that are hers. And that kind of stems from that.
How many quilts would you say you have? Isn't it maybe around 30 or so?
Yeah, probably.
Something like that, 28 to 32 range. And, you know, we pick these up at antique stores and flea markets and different stuff. And, you know, we're in her she shed right now. Like, I've got my man cave, and she's about outgrown her she shed. But she's very neat and organized, and she displays things really well, which is super cool. You know, that's part of the fun as well, because, you know, you can display stuff, move it around, change it up sometimes and everything. Other than quilts and cameras, is there anything else that you collect?
I've recently gotten into collecting the sweetheart shims from the military, and I kind of
Look at these pillow shims. Got a wall here of military pillow shams from, you know, different cities and states, you know, to different people. It could be a mother or parents or a sibling, girlfriend, wife, sister, brother. But I think she's got about 30 or so of these, if I'm not mistaken. But they're really, really cool. And she may or may not have gotten a few of them from my collection. Actually, she did. I willingly gave them to her. But really, really cool. And so, anything else you want to say, or not really? She's beautiful, isn't she? I'm a lucky man. I think she's a lucky woman, too. I got one more question for you. So, what is it like being married to John Boy?
It's craziness all the time. He's a goofball, and it's always laughter, and you never know what's going to come out of his mouth. But yeah, it's great.
We have a great marriage. You know, God's really blessed us, and you know, we're happy with each other. We're each other's best friends. We love each other to death. We're inseparable, and so we've got a good one. I've got a good one. She's got a good one. But anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video. You know, it was requested. Again, shout out to Mr. Larry. And if anybody else that might have been interested in seeing, you know, her collection, actually seeing her on camera, just kind of talking a little bit about her her hobby and everything. And we hope you like it. Please give us some feedback. Also, she does have an Instagram dedicated to her camera collection. It's Photographicapparatus. I'll put the link in the description of this video. And it's mostly cameras now, but maybe here in the future you'll see, you know, pictures of her quilts or pillow shams. Actually, I think there is one on pillow sham, but, you know, just different things she might decide to start collecting and everything. But God bless all of you. We appreciate all the support and everything. And I'll be getting back to you soon. I don't know if she will, but we'll see. Thanks a lot.